Hi there, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a few last minute Valentine's Day DIYs. These are simple, inexpensive, super easy and fast to make. And so if you are looking for something like this last minute Valentine's Day, I hope you'll stick around. And if you do enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel and then hit that notification bell so you know the next time I upload a video. So let's get started. So for this first project, you're going to need some pink paint. I didn't have any on hand, so I mixed together some white chalk paint with a red regular acrylic paint. I just mixed them together till I got the shade of pink that I like. Then you start painting one of these hearts. I picked this up at Dollar Tree, and I just painted all around the front of it. Next, you'll need a set of these metal words, also available at Dollar Tree. And you'll need a sign from Dollar Tree as well. Just make sure it's big enough to fit the heart. And I picked up this sheet of scrapbook paper at Michael's. Next, you're going to cut off all the tags and strings, and then you're going to trace the sign onto the scrapbook paper and cut it out. Next, you're going to use some Mod Podge that I picked up at Dollar Tree and coat the surface of your sign, painting it clear to the edges. Then place your scrapbook paper right onto that Mod Podge and smooth it all out as best you can. Now at this point, some people will use a layer of that decoupage or Mod Podge to go over all of the paper and give it a kind of a seal, but I didn't think it was necessary for this particular project, so I just went on to spacing out my heart and my little love sign just to try to get an idea of placement. I wanted to make the love sign stand out a little bit and not be quite so reflective and a little more rustic. So I went over it first with a layer of the white chalk paint, and then I went back in and started putting some gray on it over top to give it some texture. I played around with this for a while, eventually having more gray than white and kind of dabbing it with the dry parts of the sponge, and then eventually going back in and adding more white. I was trying to make it look like galvanized steel, and it really does give it a nice effect. Next, I hot glued my heart onto the sign. I decided to add in a little bit more white paint to the little love word to make it look even a little more rustic and galvanized, and then I hot glued it in place once that was dry. And that's it. It's a very simple project. As you can see, it was easy and very inexpensive, and I think it adds a really nice touch to my fireplace. This next project is going to be making sort of a Valentine's cone tree. And for this, you will need the Mod Podge again, a sponge brush, one of these packs of yarn, which I got for around $2 at Michael's, and one of these foam cones that you can get at Dollar Tree. And you just start by painting on some of the Mod Podge all over the tree. It doesn't have to be perfect, and then you take a little bit of the glue from your glue gun, and to get the yarn started, you're basically going to wrap this cone shape with the yarn. But in the beginning, you need to make sure it's secure so it's easier to work with, and that's why I started it off with the glue gun. It takes a little bit of patience at first, just making sure it's lined up right, and every so often I would add a little bit of hot glue just to make sure it stays secured and that you can keep your lines straight as you go around. But once I got going on this, it actually went really fast. I just kind of kept spinning, and every once in a while would have to tuck a piece of yarn just slightly. But as you can see, it's really simple. Just be sure to hot glue your ends down firmly so they stay in place. And I didn't show it, but the way I did the top was with all hot glue. I just kind of took the yarn into a spiral into the center and secured it, like I said, with the hot glue. Then for an added decoration, I decided to use some chalk paint on these small hearts. They're heart glitter stickers, and I wasn't particular about how they looked. I just put them on the tree, and I think it turned out really nice. It adds a nice touch to my winter decor, and I think it brightens it up a little bit for Valentine's Day. And now I'm going to take you on a little tour of how we decorated our house for Valentine's Day. I will have links to any of the DIYs that you may see in this tour. I'll have the links to those in the description box below, and I'll try to link some above as well. So I hope you enjoy, and thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you stopping by, and if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel. I hope you enjoy the tour.